I've been testing out the new Campark TC22 trail camera, and it's really a nice camera, really high quality, video and pictures. And one of the reasons is because it's really almost identical to the Campark TC06 trail camera that I've been using for about a year now, and it's really been an awesome camera. And the big difference here, of course, is they've taken what is basically the capabilities and features of the TC06 and added integrated solar and an integrated lithium battery. This solar panel on top of the TC22 charges directly the included lithium battery in here. And you can see there's the charging indication. So there's no AA batteries at all. So it's nice to have an integrated solar charger and integrated lithium batteries. And so what you do is you go ahead and when you first get it, you charge it up for about 6 or 8 hours to make sure that the onboard lithium batteries are fully charged. And then from that point on, as long as it gets sufficient sunlight, keep it charged without ever having to worry about buying batteries. As far as the inside, it's pretty much identical inside to the TC06, except the TC06 has batteries, and it uses the same app. So we'll set the TC06 aside. And one of the things that makes the TC22 such a great camera for me is it has a really high bit rate. It's a 4K video, 4K 30 frames per second. As of all the Campark trail cameras, along with the T100 and the TC07, it runs at an extremely high bit rate at 4K, which means you have large file sizes, but it also means that the quality of the video is just exceptional. And really, this is the same sensor package that I've been using to make all those videos and documentaries over the last few years using Campark cameras. So when I talk about Campark trail cameras, you know, these are the cameras that I'm using to produce the videos that you see on my channel, the incredible wildlife videos that show all the detail at night and in day on my channels. The menu is pretty much identical to the TC06 and TC07, which I've already tested. And I won't go through the detailed menu here because it's really easy to use and really easy to adjust. But I will go through it on the app that you control the camera with. You know, after your initial setup here, you use the Wildlife Cam app to view what you've captured on your camera and make adjustments to the settings, and also use it for aiming. So because the TC22 has an integrated lithium battery and an integrated solar panel, which is relatively small, it's a real light and compact camera. And of course, like all the cameras, it has a place for a strap mount and a cable lock and a tripod mount. The other thing is, this is your microphone port here. Like the other TC06, the TC22 has excellent sound quality. And that's really important to me. A lot of trail cameras don't combine sound quality with video quality. So in the TC22 package, just like in the TC06, you get really exceptional quality 4K video because of the high bit rates. And you also get really good sound quality. The other unique features of the TC22 is that it has 2 cameras, one for daytime and one for nighttime. It uses the Sony CMOS Starvis sensor, and that means that you can get what they call a Starlight. You can get extended color quality video into the early evening and early morning, and you know, when you normally would just get black and white on a traditional trail camera. Lens on the left is your night vision and your Starvis Starlight. Here is a raccoon that was out after sundown, and this video was taken at 9 o'clock at night. And this is what's nice about the Starlight feature, Sony Starvis sensor, is that you can extend your color, you know, high quality color captures into the early evening or in the early morning when normally your trail camera would just be in black and white. So this is a real good example of the Starlight feature, which I like a lot. And the camera on the right is for your daytime, when you get your highest bit rate and your highest quality video in the daytime. And then at nighttime, you can get up to 1296 p30, which is really quite good quality. And one of the things I like about it is that it really does a good job of adjusting the IR lights so that you don't overexpose or underexpose. In a lot of cases, I'm shooting birds and animals up close, and especially at night. If you're filming too close, you can overexpose your subject and get just a washed out video. Here are two examples of the excellent jobs the PIR auto level and auto exposure with the 130 shutter speed do at night, of clearly showing this raccoon family and skunk up close without overexposure and loss of quality. These videos were not altered. So both of these cameras do an outstanding job of getting you quality pictures and video at night close up, and also do a good job at long range. And I've had this out on for about the last 10 days now checking it out. So as always, the proof is in the pudding, and I'll show you tons of examples. It's pretty simple. It comes with just two straps for mounting and a USB cable for charging. And you can also download files, but in most cases I just take out the disk and do it. One of the things that I like about the TC22 is it uses a full-size SD card. And that really makes a big difference when you're out in the field. If you have a micro SD card, they come with adapters so you can use the full size, but trying to fiddle with the tiny little micro SD cards in some of the settings where I put them, like in the blinds or down in the stream bed where you've got to work in really tight conditions to get to your shot, it's just so much easier to work with a full-size SD card, so I appreciate that. So to summarize, the new TC22 trail camera from Campark is really an outstanding camera. It has the same high-quality daytime and nighttime video that the TC06 has, with a really high bit rate and really high-quality imagery and videos day and night. It also has the Sony Starvis CMOS sensor, which gives you the Starlight capability of extending color video into the early evening or in the early morning when you would normally just get black and white. And of course it has the integrated lithium battery, no more AA batteries to buy. Integrated solar panel to keep those lithium batteries charged. The TC22 also has a really fast trigger speed of 0.1 seconds. And I tested it both close up, which I use a lot of, and also at a distance, and it worked fine in both cases, triggering on small mammals. So I've been using the TC06 for over a year now, and it's been an outstanding camera. In fact, I even have a video on my channel of this particular camera surviving being underwater during Hurricane Ian last fall. So this TC22 takes all the strengths and things that I like about the TC06 and just adds the integrated lithium battery and the solar power. So it's a real nice, compact, easy to use package. Wildlife Cam app works fine, and really works fast at downloading files or reviewing files. So overall, I'd say this is really a nice camera, and it's possum approved. The TC22 uses the Wildlife Cam app, and the thing to remember about the Wildlife Cam app is you want to turn on your Bluetooth and your Wi-Fi before you execute the app. So then once you open the app, you get all the cameras that you have registered with the app. This one works with a number of recent Campark cameras, and this app really works well. So the one down here at the bottom is the TC22. You click on that, and it takes about half a minute or so for the camera to connect. So with the Bluetooth, which is always on the TC22, is woken up by the phone app, and then the Bluetooth wakes up the Wi-Fi, and then it connects, and then you have the connection through your camera. And now it's not an internet IP, as if you've been watching my reviews you know. You just have a Wi-Fi connection between your phone app and the camera. I'm sitting up on the deck, and the camera is about 35 feet away. I found that the Wi-Fi apps for trail cameras usually work up to about a maximum of 40 or 50 feet away. But the real thing that I like about having the Wi-Fi app is that you can use it to just help aim your camera and also review the files without opening up or taking the disk out and putting it in a laptop or something. You can just kind of get an idea of how your camera's doing, if you got it aimed right, and if it's functioning properly without opening up and taking out the disk. So once it connects, it'll just switch to the live view. We're looking at a live view. And while you're in live view mode, you can take a video, like I'm doing here. I just executed the video. Or you can switch over to the camera and take a picture. And that might be useful sometimes, especially if you're, every once in a while there'll be like an interesting animal in the meadow out there, and I'll be up here and I'll see it, and I'll just turn it on and take a continuous video. What it does is it takes 3-minute videos continuously. So you can also look at all your settings and change all your settings without opening up the camera, which is nice. I've got it in the mode, photo, video, or photo plus video. You can set your image sizes for day and for night. And remember, this is like the TC06. The TC22 has separate sensors for day and night. You can set how many photos you want to take, up to 10. You can set video resolution. And this is nighttime, so it sets, the maximum is 1296p30. And you can set your resolution for the daytime. Now this camera is like the TC06. It has very high resolution 4K p30 video with a really high bit rate. So in this case, you want to use your 4K to get your best quality video. And you can set the record time, and it goes up to 3 minutes. Record the audio on. And this camera has really good audio. PR interval, the minimum is 10 seconds, and that's basically just the reset time between it is triggered and then it makes a video, and then it waits 10 seconds before it can be triggered again and make another video. PR sensitivity, I usually have that on high. IR LEDs, they've been working pretty good on auto, but if you have a situation where you know that your target of interest is going to be very close to the camera, auto may work well, but you may want to turn it down to low so that you don't overexpose the subject that you're trying to catch. And you can set interval settings and time lapse and a monitoring period, specific times of the day. That's all standard procedure for all the trail cameras that I've been testing over the last few years. And we're looking at the TC22. You can give it a special name and format the card. And of course, whenever you start a new trail camera, you want to put in a nice fresh card and format it on that camera so that you get the best quality of capturing the imagery and videos. So you go back to the overview there, and again we see our live view. And the thing that I also really like about these Wi-Fi cameras is you can review the imagery that you've captured. And here are all the videos that I've captured at that particular location the last few days. One of the things that I like about the TC22 and this Wildlife Cam app is that you can review the videos pretty fast. These are all 1-minute videos at a high bit rate. So they all run about 250 megabyte files, so they're pretty good files. So I can see we had a fox come by early this morning. So I'll call that up, and you can see that it's downloading the file really pretty quick. It'll take about 10-15 seconds to download a large file. And there's the fox. So that's a quick run through of the Wildlife Cam app. This app works really well. I didn't have any trouble with it connecting, and when you want to review the files, it works pretty fast. And then you just go back to the live view and then exit out. And it'll disconnect the camera.